What if your next phone didn't just upgrade specs, but completely shifted how storage, color, and pricing work, and not always in a good way? Well, the Pixel 10 lineup might be doing exactly that. Leaks are flooding in fast, and some of them are seriously raising eyebrows. Imagine picking your favorite phone color only to find out you can't get the storage you actually need. Yeah, it's getting weird. Welcome back, viewers. Sam here. If you're into bite-sized tech drops with a side of drama, like, share, and smash that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next. Let's start with what everyone's wondering: price. Thanks to a juicy European leak, we've got early pricing for the entire Pixel 10 family, and it's surprisingly familiar. The base Pixel 10 is set to launch at €899 for 128 GB and €999 for 256 GB. Deja vu? That's because it matches last year's Pixel 9 series almost exactly. No crazy jumps there. But don't get too comfortable. Things start heating up with the Pixel 10 Pro. That one's looking at €1,099 for 128 GB, all the way up to €1,589 for the massive 1 TB variant. Yep, 1 TB in a Pixel. And for the first time ever, Google's adding a new heavyweight, the Pixel 10 Pro XL. Bigger size, bigger storage, and you guessed it, bigger price tags, starting at €1,299 and peaking at €1,689. Then there's the foldable beast, the Pixel 10 Pro Fold. That one starts at €1,899 and climbs to a wild €2,289 for 1 TB. At that point, we're entering luxury laptop territory. But here's the twist. What if your favorite color limits your storage options? Sounds absurd, right? Well, apparently Google's really doing this. For example, want the Pro model in jade green? Better be okay with just 256 GB, because that's the max you'll get. Need 1 TB? Hope you like obsidian black. This color locking strategy applies across the board, even the foldables. Want a Pixel Fold in jade? Sorry, no 1 TB for you. It's like Google's turning colors into subscription tiers. Want elite storage? Get the premium color. Some say it adds exclusivity. Others just call it frustrating. Even the new Pixel Buds 2a are jumping on the trend. Leaks colors include hazel, iris, and fog light, but not every region might get all of them. And with a rumored price of €149, about $170, they're a big jump from last year's $99 model. Will the features justify that leap? Possibly. Will everyone get the color they want? Probably not, but that's just the beginning. Because the real reason people are eyeing the Pixel 10 Pro isn't just color or storage, it's what's inside, starting with the new Tensor G5 chip. Finally, a fully Google-made chip, possibly built by TSMC instead of Samsung. This could be huge. Previous Tensor chips were smart but often sluggish. If this one delivers better performance, cooler thermals, and solid battery life, it might finally put Pixel on par with Snapdragon and Apple Silicon. And of course, the camera game. Google's not chasing megapixels, it's chasing smart processing. The Pixel 10 Pro is expected to use the same 50MP sensor as before, but with even better software. That means sharper night shots, smarter editing, and photos that look pro-grade without pro-level effort. You point, shoot, and boom. Social-ready pics with zero touch-ups. But not everything is sunshine. Rumors say we might lose the telephoto lens on some models. Not confirmed yet, but if true, it could be a blow for those who love portraits and zoom shots. Still, software magic might save the day. Google's computational zoom is no joke. And let's talk AI, because this is where the Pixel 10 could quietly destroy the competition. Google's not just throwing AI everywhere like confetti, it's building practical user-controlled AI. Think instant translation that actually works, photo editing that's magical but not creepy, voice commands that understand context, and smart features that don't feel like they're spying on you. That balance between helpful and overbearing is something both Apple and Samsung are still trying to figure out. Google might get there first. So where does that leave pricing in the US? Well, Europe's prices look stable, but things get tricky across the pond. Google manufactures these phones in places like Vietnam and India, and import tariffs could throw a wrench in pricing here. There's chatter that the Fold might be slightly cheaper in the US, while the XL could get a price bump. Nothing official yet, but we'll see how Google plays it. Here's what makes this moment so interesting. Google's walking a tightrope. They're going premium with pricing, colors, features, but they're also risking alienating longtime fans who expect value. A recent poll showed over 50% of people wouldn't pay more for a Pixel 10. Only 10% were all in no matter what. That's not great. So these phones have to earn their price tags. Will they? Maybe. If Tensor G5 is fast, the camera nails it, and AI actually improves life, not just clutters it, then yeah, the Pixel 10 Pro could absolutely be worth it. Same goes for the Fold and XL, assuming they deliver on screen quality, battery life, and that extra layer of uniqueness. But it all comes down to this: in 2025, Google isn't just trying to make another phone, they're trying to make a statement. And whether that statement is bold or just baffling, we're about to find out.